Another day goes by and we still don't have any information as to when World of Warcraft Classic is going to release. This'll do. Howdy friends, welcome to the first ever Classic Azeroth video. I'm your humble host, Cabe, here to answer to the best of my ability, where is World of Warcraft Classic, or better yet, when will it be released? This is a question the community has talked about since the announcement was made, and I've heard a lot of convincing arguments about varying release predictions. Some soon, some far from now, but truth be told, nobody but Blizzard even knows. Well, actually, even Blizzard doesn't seem too sure yet, which is likely why they're not telling us. But we at Classic Azeroth wanted to just give our thoughts on when we believe World of Warcraft Classic is coming. And we wish we had reason to believe it was soon, but being frank, we probably have a long wait ahead of us, as in we can forget about a 2018 release date for Classic. And one of our reasons for thinking this is partly due to Blizzard's reputation of having well-tested and well-polished games. Yes, you might have encountered a glitch here or there, but even if you aren't a fan of Blizzard, you can admit that they have a track record of never releasing something that wasn't a hit, at least in the last 2 decades. And that is the result of them taking the time to study the market, test out most of their products in-house before releasing them to the public. Look at how long they were developing World of Warcraft the first time. I mean, we've got footage from 1999 of World of Warcraft in its earliest stages of development, 5 years before its initial release. Blizzard has the finances, patience, and skills to take their time and not get pressured to make a release before they're sure it's ready. In a way, Blizzard is the Apple of the gaming industry, and even if you're not fond of Apple products, you can admit that Apple and Blizzard share a common trend. They have a small line of products, long-term support, and a reputation for quality, and very rarely add new products to their line. The release of Classic from Blizzard is like Apple announcing it's going to release its original iPod. You might be excited, but Apple's going to take their time to develop and perfect the product all over again before you get it. Blizzard will do the same for Classic. That means they will test, retest, and test again all in-house before they even think about offering it to us. And you might be thinking, well Cabe, WoW Classic isn't going to be a new game. All they're doing is re-releasing an already existing game, so it can't possibly take as long as the first run. And you would be right to say that. Blizzard doesn't have a full game to develop. In a way, they're really just porting an old game over to the new server format. But they have a reputation to keep nonetheless, and that means they're going to make sure that this game, while it is just a re-release, is going to be polished to that Blizzard standard. That means they're going to make sure no new bugs crop up with the transfer over, make it compatible with Battle.net, and possibly remove any old, well-known bugs. Also, there's the issue of hiring on and training new developers. Shortly after the BlizzCon announcement in 2017, Blizzard posted openings on its career forum for the World of Warcraft Classic project. This likely means that the game is in its early development. I would even venture to say that we got the announcement for WoW Classic just after it was officially given the green light. That means teams are still needing to be built, employees trained, equipment bought, and polish made ready. Our most recent update for the hirings was the March Battle for Azeroth live development Q&A, where game director Ian Hazakostas informed us that positions were still being filled.
Yep. Obviously today is a Battle for Azeroth Q&A. I know there's, I've seen some questions, seen some rumblings, wondering what's up with our Classic project. Obviously we announced it at BlizzCon. At the time we, what Jay said on stage was it was the beginning of a journey. And shortly after that, we posted job openings, looking for people to come help us make it. Some astute observers may notice that a couple of the listings that were on our careers website not too long ago are no longer on our careers website. So work continues. Hope to would love to share more, and we'll do so when we're able. But for now, let's talk BFA.
Awesome, yeah.
So, well, this means we still have a bit of a wait ahead of us. With this in mind, most of the community is speculating Blizzard will use November 23rd, 2019 as a release date to celebrate the 14th anniversary of World of Warcraft, which makes sense, but I just don't see the 14th really such a significant milestone that Blizzard will release Classic on that day. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's quite impressive that WoW has run 14 years strong, but normally big celebrations are reserved for the 10 and 20 year mark, whereas 14, well, just doesn't seem so significant. That's why we're not quite so confident that November 23rd, 2019 is the date. We at Classic Azeroth are a little more optimistic that WoW Classic is going to be a summer 2019 release. In fact, just for fun, I'm going to give our prediction down to the day. Kind of a shot in the dark, but it's just for fun, so we're predicting July 23rd, 2019. The reason for this specific day is because One, it kind of seems the sweet spot between Blizzard is obsessed with testing their games and, well, it's technically just a port. Two, Blizzard always does their releases, all their updates, all their traditions on a Tuesday. Tuesday is the Sabbath for all Blizzard employees, so you better believe Classic will arrive on a Tuesday. So that means we can forget about any day of the year that is not a Tuesday. And three, and this is more speculation, they seem to favor releasing their titles during summer months as opposed to later months. At least that's how it's been in recent years. But that's our prediction. Let us know yours. Seriously, we love discussing Warcraft. We love it so much, we made a Facebook page dedicated to creating content tailored to making the wait for World of Warcraft Classic that much more bearable. So if, like us, you're finding this wait particularly difficult, head over and see what we're about. And either way, I thank you for your time.